Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm so excited here. I have my friend Viola here with me. Oh my God, we know each other forever. I still remember attending your wedding on a cruise. 19,
Right.
was it 1998, right? Oh
It's
my God.
it's the 2000.
Anyway, so we go way back. We used to work in at Nortel together. And then, you know, right now she is a holistic healer. Actually, Viola practiced traditional Chinese medicines, specifically pulse, like taking the
Pulse
pulse of
diagnostic and acupuncture.
and acupuncture. So, and she has recently started using the Healy. I thought, you know what? And she was just trying to tell me, you know what? I got to record this. So tell us about your experience.
All right. Okay. So just a little bit of my background. I'm not the usual acupuncturist that we know of, and I'm not even a TCM practitioner. I'm not licensed in that regard, but I'm a intuitive. That's how I call myself. I'm a intuitive healer with TCM based acupuncture. So that's who I am. So what I do is I do pulse diagnostic, which just using my 6 fingers and just put it in this little area on both hands, and I can tell from top to bottom, any problem in the inside the body, their character, their personality, or anything that's bothering them at that moment. So basically, I can do that. And also for acupuncture, I don't it's not like I memorize all the acupressure point to insert a needle. It's purely just using my 2 thumbs. I can feel where the needle needs to be inserted. And usually, so far, at least I know of, is of the people, 125 people that I treat, somehow they all got better after I did the session with them. So that's why I'm purely on intuition. So there's nothing academic. There's no, I don't have a very long history of being a TCM practitioner, really. But I've been doing healing, and I don't charge people because I feel that it's somehow a God-given ability which I didn't acquire, I didn't learn, but it's just naturally with me. So I must put it to good use. And so I started like basically free of charge clinic to do pulse diagnostic, to do healing sessions using acupuncture to heal people. And so I think the main reason that I got in touch with this healing thing is all you, right? And it's basically I saw it because we have Facebooks, and so I saw you on Facebook introducing Healy, and because I know you for what since 1996, so I know that how you operate. So I have everything you do. I never ever question what you do. I remember we did something before way back when that we were doing some, I think even insurance, I remember at that time. And because of you, I actually got a license for insurance too. And anyways, so what happened is that I didn't doubt what you were del- delving yourself into. Okay, so when you talk about healing and when you kind of mention what it is, it's vibration, frequency, energy, which is totally speaking my language because this is how I use my fingers to operate. Really, there's nothing else. It's just somehow I have a sensitivity as being a receptor of frequency, and we all emit frequency naturally. So somehow I have that sensitivity to pick up on the frequencies in this specifically on human. So I pick up humans' bodily frequency basically. So when you talk about healing, I naturally just got it. Okay, I didn't even question it. I don't doubt it. I don't know exactly how it works, but I know because I am that frequency machine already. So that's why when you explain healing, then you didn't even explain it. I remember you didn't even talk about much. Really, I just know. Okay, I know it exists. I
I just
know.
know that you understand it. I
Yeah,
just
I
know that you get
understand
it.
it.
So I don't
Yeah,
have to explain it.
no, So that's why when you talk about it, and then you were saying, well, you can actually buy it. I remember I purposely asked you, how do I buy it? How do I get one, right? And so, and the reason I wanted to get it because since 1999 September, that's when I first started my free clinic. And because somehow I have this accuracy in pulse diagnostic. And so when I tell people I actually do healing using acupuncture, basing on the same intuitive ability, then somehow people come to me. And so that's when I started the clinic. And of course, if, being free of charge, people wouldn't mind trying it, right? And then usually people come to me is because they have no other means, because they are running out of resources. They're running out of people to look to heal their problem. They are all strange, strange issues really. There's like they try everything. Most of them tell me, I already tried everything. I saw every doctor I can find, and I couldn't get rid of my problem. And so might as well let you try. And somehow when I try it, and it worked. And so it's word of mouth. So more and more people come to me. So starting September, I think it's mid September 1999, I started doing my free clinic. And since then, I have been nonstop, just keep doing day in and day out for people coming to me for treatment. And because my last session was April 28th, 2000. That is when we are deep into this pandemic and deep into the lockdown in Singapore. I live in Singapore. So I only did maybe 7 months, pretty much 7.5 months of free clinic. But during that time, I treated 126 people actually, and altogether I think 220 something sessions altogether. And because it was nonstop every day, and because I use my intuition to do healing, and with intuition, the downside of it is that it's draining my own energy, because I pick up on people's frequency. I using my own frequency to provide healing, really. So I was totally drained at the time that I treated my last patient, who is, because we were in lockdown. So I stopped my clinic since beginning of March. But I have this one patient who is a liver cancer patient, fourth stage liver cancer patient, who actually started from breast cancer, then that spread into liver cancer, that spread into also bone cancer. And the last stage, the last part was spreading into her lung, actually. So I treated her even after the lockdown. So she was my only patient then from March to April 28th. That was the last session. And on April 28th, I actually am the last person outside of her family saw her. I gave her last treatment. And during that session, she was in such great pain that I said that there's nothing else I can help her with. And so I drove her and her family to the hospital. And I knew at that time that that would be her last trip, for her being, for her life, really. So she stayed at the hospital for 3 weeks, and she passed away, after that. And so, and strangely, after she passed away, I started to get excruciating pain on my spine. And the thing is that during the day, I'm fine, no pain whatsoever. The only pain that came was 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I will be sleeping, and at 3 or 4 o'clock, I'll be waking up because I was so rigidly pain that I cannot move my body. It was just so excruciating. It's pain. I will be, excuse me, I will be woken up by it, and then I couldn't go back to sleep because the pain was so excruciating. And the thing is that, and worse is that I can't even, shift or turn around because my back was so much pain that I cannot move. So I just lie there, and then, that's it. It's just rigid. And if I need to move, I literally have to do it like a robot, step by step, to move my bodies into a better position so I don't get as much pain. And so I then, that started pretty much in May of 2020. Okay, that's right after the patient passed away. And so when I started that pain, then I started to do acupuncture on myself, and I do the moxibustion, which is another TCM healing, kind of using how do you call it, sage, using a sage stick, and then that to do heating or heat treatment really, and then I do scrubbing, I do cupping, I did, you can think of, okay, anything that I can do on myself and with my husband's help, because I think I could do it. So with acupuncture, I got a little bit better from time to time, but because I was so drained of energy, so I don't have enough energy to treat myself really. And so then at the later part, I think at the beginning of the year, yes, February of 2021, I went to a chiropractor thinking that could be the reason, because I got my back injured, when I was really young, back in my high school time. And so maybe that's the reason of the pain. It's a long-term injury. That's what I thought. So I said, okay, maybe it's misaligned. So, okay, we go to a chiropractor. So I went to a chiropractor. After maybe a month or so, it did get better. So I don't get as stiff, but the pain is still there. So it's a pain. It's like using a stick, which is kind of like this kind of pain, and it's constant. And then at the later part, it's actually the pain is persistent. So even when I wake up, that pain doesn't go away anymore. It's just there. Okay. So I am running out of method. I'm running out of any kind of treatment method I can think about. And because you mentioned about Healy, then I'm thinking, well, it's energy. And so it might help. That's what I thought. Okay, it might help. So I said, okay, might as well give it a chance. Give it a chance and give it a try. What the heck? It won't do any harm anyways. But at that time, because I started, home renovation, so that's why I'm thinking, okay. And then you mentioned to me there's a discount. That was back in April, right? You said, oh, there's a discount. You buy it now, then you get the discount right now, because afterwards, then you don't get discount anymore. So I'm thinking, okay, well, I'm busy right now. I can't deal with, getting to know really what to do, because it might be complicated. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to buy it anyways, because I know it's going to work, because I know the basic principle that it's based on, which is energy vibration, which I know, which I understand. So that's why I think, okay, I'll get it. And then, when my time is less hectic, then I'll start using it. So I got it, right? I got it. I think it was in
April.
May, in April. Yeah. Oh, yes. The last couple of days of April. Exactly.
Yeah.
The last couple of days of April. So I got it, but I didn't use it. I got it very quickly within a week or so. But because I was deep into my renovation, my home renovation. So I didn't do anything about it. And then just recently, I think it was, today is what?
The 9th.
Yes, June 20, I think it was no, May 25th. That's when I started using it.
Yeah.
No, May 23rd or 24th. That's when I started using it. Okay.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah. That's when I think my time is a little freer, so I start to get in it. And actually, you know what? I just browsed very, very briefly on what is what, and then asked you about it, and then I started using it. So just fiddle around with the different programs and all that. But I basically just using because there is a pain program in the Blue app. Okay, there's a pain program in the Blue app. So that's the first thing I went straight. Okay, because it's pain, so I don't care. It's vibration and it's pain, so I just went right into it. So I run the pain program. And then I ran, also in the Blue program at first, okay, the first day. I also run, maybe it was like the All Healy program. Okay, I just run that. And then there is a Deep Cycle program. So I ran that.
Mm.
And then that was the first day. The second day, then I start looking into the paint program as well. So, and you told me that, run the Go program, the pure and all that. So second day, starting second day, I ran the pain program. I ran the deep cycle program in the blue app, and then I shipped into the Go program. The Go program, the pure. I ran one time the pure, and afterwards, I think I ran another program. I forgot what it is, but anyways, it's also in the pink program. So that was the second day, and nothing happened. I don't feel anything, and then running the program didn't feel anything. Only when I run the pain program, I feel a little bit tingling on my fingers. Nothing serious or nothing strong, just a little tingling. That's it. So I wear the bracelet. And the third day, also doing the exact same thing. Okay, the pain is the first thing I went to. The pain program in the blue, and then I switched to the pure program in the Go program, Go cycle, and then I ran it, and then I ran another program. Again, I think it was I forgot. It was the all Healy program. I think that's what it is. Anyways, that's all I did. Third day, and then strangely, on the next day when I woke up. So after the third day, the next day when I woke up, no pain. And strangely, also strangely, I slept through the night until 9:30 that morning. And I only woke up by a call from my dad. So basically, that was the strangest thing because for an entire year almost, I was always waking up at 3 or 4 a.m. and then I couldn't go back to sleep. And I got a persistent pain throughout the day. And then that fourth day morning, I got nothing. I woke up, no pain. I slept through the night, no pain. And so, hey, it seems like it's working. So that was that. And then on that day, when uh, as I mentioned, I woke up by my dad. It was a call that I got the news that my dad told me he got cancer. So I think everything happens for a reason. And because I used the healing on the third day, and I thought, hey, it's working. And right away, I got a call from my dad saying I had cancer. And so basically, then I immediately thinking, hey, then the healing may be able to help. That's all I thought about. Okay. So the whole reason that timing was exactly what it was, that I happened to use it for 3 days and then I got this call. Maybe it's just to get me to tell my dad to use this too. All right. Anyway, so after that, then of course, after only 3 days, I can't say, oh, because the Healy is working. It's a one-off thing. So so the fourth day and the fifth day, I still ran the Healy program, but then the pain came back. On the fourth day and the fifth day, the pain came back, both mornings. And the only difference is this time, because before my pain is always right in the center of my spine, right here. So right at the center of my spine. And that fourth day and fifth day, all the pain shifted all the way to the left side. It's on the left side, and then it's moving down a little bit. So it's more to the middle part of my back, not at the upper part of my back. And it's all shifting to the left back, the back on the left side, and also the shoulder on the left side, the shoulder blade, and then also a little bit on the neck on the side. It just feels a little bit tingling and soreness. That's the fourth and fifth day. But because I'm in TCM, I learned TCM, so I know what it is. So I know that it's not because the healing not working. I just know that it's something that in TCM term, it's called elimination of ailment. So it's a process. So what it is that because now later I realized the reason of the back pain is not only from my early years injury during skiing when I was back in high school. I'm 52 right now. So back in high school, like 18, 17. So so that was the injury. But what happened is that when I was maybe 20 something, 25th, is 25 years old, my mom, because the injury was that it was never totally healed. I never really treated it. So it became a chronic pain every now and then. Okay. So when I was 25, I think my mom introduced me to a therapist who used cold treatment, pure ice cold treatment on any kind of, this kind of joint pain or anything. So I went to him for 2 weeks, and every day he would put ice cold pad on where my injury was. So then now I realized actually it was that causing the pain now, because in TCM, actually chill is the worst thing to our body, because our body is made of water, 70% water. So when water meets cold, what happens? It freezes. And in TCM, whatever pain is caused by the freezing of your chi. So the energy flow is no longer freely flow inside your body because of the chill, which freezes it. And then it will condense and become a blockage in our chi, our meridian. So that's what happened. So when I use the Healy, it actually start to get my chi moving. And because it started to move, then all the blockage start to move around, shift around.
Wow.
Because the chill is still inside my body. Because this is the deep-seated chill. It's not just a superficial, like you get a flu chill. It's a deep-seated chill because of the heavy icy cold at the time when I was 25 years old. So this is very deep seated, and for many years, and I never really, truly deal with the problem. It was always, come back and forth. Sometimes it comes, there's pain, then all of a sudden it went away. So I never really pay attention. And because during that period of 5 years, I was using all my energy to treat people. So it becomes that my body become really weak. And when our bodies become weak, that's where whatever problem that was originally in our body start to flare up. And that's when I start to get this serious pain. And also, of course, when I treat people, because I use my own 6 fingers, so I touch people. So whatever their ailment, the chi, the illness chi, actually I get absorbed somehow.
Yeah.
So I got them inside my body as well. So it weakens my own body even further. And so that's where I get all this pain. And
So Viola, we have about 5 minutes left. So can you just summarize a little bit? Because I plan to do a part 2 of your healing journey, and
sure.
so we can follow you.
No problem. So, okay. So because of all that, because I know what's happening in my body. So on the 4th and 5th day, the pain shifted. And then I know actually it's just a healing process of my body, natural healing process of my body. And the mechanism I will leave another time to explain. But anyways, it's a process. So then I stopped for 2 days because I was in such a bad pain because of the process of the side of my back, which is so much pain that I slept for 2 days in bed. I couldn't get out of the bed because it was so much pain. But it's a process. I knew I wasn't scared or anything. I wasn't even worried. But I know it's just that's what it is. So on the that was 4 and 5. On the 6th day, I started back. No, on the 6th and 7th day, I rest for 2 days. I didn't use healing. Then after that, I used another 2 days of the healing. And then during those 2 days, the pain subsided. I still get soreness in the morning on the side. I still get a little bit of numbness on the side, but it's no longer right on my spine first. But on the 7th and 8th days, another strange thing happened is I got some rashes right on the surface of my feet.
Yep.
Basically, this is the feet, this is the toe. Then I
Yep.
got some rashes right here. And actually, the reason of that is because it's another healing process of eliminating my ailment. And this is caused by both chill and humidity inside my body. So it's basically it's elimination process of the whatever that illness that's inside my body. And so right now it's still a little bit itchy because it's still, just a couple of days. So there's the rash still there, but it's getting better. But this is the process. So basically, I still get a little bit of soreness right now, but it won't wake me up in the morning. I still get through a full restful night, but I get all these elimination process of illness,
Yep.
symptoms of elimination of illness. Okay, so basically that's where I am right now because
Wow. That's
this is
amazing. I'm like learning so much, and thank you so much for taking the time to explaining the healing process. And I always explain to people, this is not an overnight thing, it's not magic. We have to, everybody's body is different. The root cause of everybody's condition is different. And you have to let your body, let your own immune system to go through the process. So thank you. I look forward to part 2 of your healing journey. And our time is up. So bye, everybody. Thank you for tuning with us. Bye.